Even from my earliest childhood, I always looked forward to Halloween. It meant candy. It meant more candy. Did I mention candy? And fun dressing up in costumes. In my childhood, we would be dressing up like Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck or somebody like that. Now the kids come out as superheroes or this, that, and the other. But what is Halloween really all about? And is it really a secret satanic ritual that is entrammeling our children in a web of deceit? Well, the answer to that is you should evaluate it carefully, but you need to know where it comes from. First of all, the word Halloween comes from All Hallows Eve. And what it's referring to is the night before All Saints' Day. So in fact, we're talking about a Christian sacred holiday, All Saints' Day. And the images of the dead, ghosts and etc., were meant to be images originally of those who will eventually rise from the dead as saints and those who are currently in the living presence of Christ by their spirits being with the Lord. All Hallows Eve was the night when symbolically the graves were open and the saints returned to where they are supposed to be, in the living presence of God. And All Saints' Day was the day we celebrated that in fact they are in the living presence of Christ, and one day we will see them in the flesh at the resurrection. But of course, what happens to holy days is they become secular holidays. And that's certainly true about All Saints' Day, it's true about Easter, it's true about Christmas. In some ways, we should see that as something flattering. The world wants in on the party, even though it may not actually want all the substance that was the basis of the party in the first place. So, should we be discerning and careful about the issue of Halloween? Sure. We're not really interested in scaring our children to death with phony horror stories. But should we have no celebration at the season of All Saints' Day? I'd say no to that as well. It's perfectly okay to remind people of the saints that have gone before us, on whose shoulders we stand, and celebrate their faithful life in Christ. We can do that either by just participating in the Halloween celebration in a way that's appropriate, or even better, most churches will have a trunk or treat or a trick or treat celebration in the church that is more Christ-centered. Either way you cut it, the origin of Halloween is not some old horror movie. It's actually the religious calendar of the Christian church.